Okay, let's have a look at Scrivener, shall we? Now this is on a laptop and it's Scrivener for Windows version 1.7. The system is fairly slow, but that's okay. Scrivener works on nearly anything. Please note that Scrivener 1.7, I think it is going to change very soon. There'll be a major upgrade to version 3 point something, which will pull it into line with the version that you'll find on the Mac. There's a binder view, README, and this is what it looks like when it comes up if you've got your basic settings in place. Okay, not responding at the moment. Let's just give this a moment to stabilize. There we go. Binder version, collections, and that's the default file it comes up with. What I'm trying to do is find, there we go, got your back arrow, keep going, manuscript, there's what I had it set up to. Now I'm not very familiar at all with Scrivener on Windows, but I wanted to show you what it looks like when it first comes up. If I hover over that, it says binder, and there's the binder. Now I am familiar with this. I am familiar with this because this is pretty much the same as you will see on the Mac version. Act 1 setup, Act 2 reactive, proactive, and denouement. These are obviously the steps to writing a story. I write spy thrillers. That's me, of course, Robert Chalmers. Right there. I wrote a book called The Inner Affair that you can find here. This Scrivener template is intended to supplement your writing experience. Okay, I wrote that in 2018. There's the manuscript. Binder. Let's go back to the corkboard. Okay, now that's what it looks like when you first open it up. Collections, what does that say? Add collection, file, a new project, blank and test. Fiction, you can see my templates there. I've created a Pulp Fiction template. Non-fiction, there's some research proposals. Script writing, miscellaneous, all sorts of odd things. Now where am I going to save it? I'm saving this to the Apple, no, not the Apple Drive, sorry, to the, what is this thing? This is a Toshiba. Saving it to E drive. I've got an E drive on here. I don't want to save it to Dropbox. Don't save it to Dropbox apps Scrivener, because 1.7 is not compatible with the Mac version. And if you save the same documents, or you load a Mac document into this, if it loads, and I don't think it will trash the document. It will trash the folder, and all your work everywhere will be gone. Now, people have found a way around this. I struggled one time to find a way around it. The simple word is, don't do it. You can save it on your E drive. You can put it in a different directory on Dropbox if you like. You can put it in Apple's Microsoft's OneDrive, and you can store it on a drive on your desk if you like. But don't store it in the same place that you have your Mac folders and files, if you have them. Okay, have we got a name? No, we haven't got a name. As save it as temporary. story, and I'm putting it in E under writing. Create. It's a blank document, and there it is, ready to start writing. I can close the other one down now. For some obscure reason, File, Close Project, you can't. You don't want to open at the same time, but you can open this one up, a new document. Now the thing I like about this is, because it's in binder mode, you have a draft, an untitled thing, research that won't contain anything at the moment. There's the draft, untitled. Let's give it a title. Right click, rename. Chapter 1. Press enter. There's the draft, and there's your corkboard, chapter 1. Let's give a PHIS. This is just the same, CHAPT, just the same as the Mac version. Chapter 1 doesn't show up in there because we haven't started typing chapter 1. What that is a summary of what chapter 1's about. This is the first chapter. So you can see now, I won't go into this in great detail because frankly I don't like Windows and I don't like the Windows version, and I'm not terribly familiar with it. But I wanted to show you this just so you know that you can use Scrivener on Windows, and it will update soon, and all of this will probably change, so be aware of that. If you're very familiar with 1.7, you may well be able to handle version 3 easily, but let's see what happens. You know what first issue software is like. It's usually problematic. But that's okay, because what you want to do is write. So just write. Start a new document, chapter 1, and start writing. You don't need to worry about compiling, sending it to printers and doing all that sort of stuff. You've got to write the book. You've got to write at least 80,000 words. And that's going to take you at least 3 months. At least. Some people it takes 3 years. So just write. That's what it's all about. Okay, now I'll finish this right there, back to draft, and I'll exit out of the screen recorder.